we are now live. Let's give it a second here, make sure everything's working. Let's see. Should go up here. Yep, alright, that's good. Okay. Actually, I've set it up so I can actually view stuff on my other browser too now, so I don't have to worry about accidentally jumping back and forth. Okay. Alright, yep, shows that we are live here. Alright, we are good to go. Alright. Hey, Raiwa. Hey, Grabanana. We'll be taking a look at Make a New Track, because I know I've had a lot of people asking me to kind of go over Make a New Track so they can help better prepare themselves for pulling and going up into it. But I thought we'd just kind of take a little bit of a look at it here. I gotta kind of go over everything, and then I'll kind of just make a video for that. That'll be for today's. So people can help make decisions on the upcoming gacha banners. I keep seeing people ask about the Fuku card and NTR and all that. Man, it's gonna be... what is it? One more week? One more week, though, for nice nature. Aesthetic? Oh, because they're gonna see... actually, I need to find... that's what I should look for. May a new track. I need to find, like, one of them that's, like, a good run. To kind of showcase. I mean, we can always look at this one. The Guts build. You don't even need to listen. Let me see how the run looks. Need to find, like, good points that I can, like, be like, this is what you do. Yeah, so they go... Guts build. And, like, the beginning of it kind of just works out the same as the URA, if I'm not mistaken. I don't even think the shop opens until you get to the races. Ooh, Rico randomly showing up in this run. Just FYI, if you haven't read Discord in game, notice tonight's... oh, they did? Ooh. Yeah, see, my work's been busy. I've not seen... where did they post it on X? That is nice, because now I don't have to worry about trying to min-max my borrows for parents, because I'm gonna have so many borrows now. I'm just not gonna be able to use all my borrows. Where did they post? Is it just in the announcement? Did it come with the 4 o'clock, I'm guessing? Let me look. I know this drop. Big news! Where... in-game, alright. That opens that. Oh. Hey! I should just make a quick 1 minute video on this. Post it. Violent changes to be made regarding Legacy Uma. Max daily borrows. If the change is not reflected in game, try return the title. Okay. The first borrow of the day will be for... I mean, I never cared about the little bit of coins it costs. Yeah, the mail thing was this. The mail thing just opens this stupid thing. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. Alright. I could just make a quick video, or I just make a post on it. I'll just make a video. Videos pay more money than shorts. I don't get anything out of posts. Oh my goodness, dog. Dog's coming in to join me here. Yeah, but have you seen... oh, I'm still in the game. Have you seen my money? I can't even spend this money. I don't even know how to spend it. Like, I've just started blowing money on the rares. I've been just, like, randomly leveling up my rares. I'm just like, I need more support bonus. Level up. Because I still have a crap ton of this, too. So I'm just like, boom. Because each one's giving me, like, 0.09. Slowly working up to that 50%. It's what's helping me stave off needing to, yeah, the 0.09. Slowly working my way up so I don't have to do my team trial upgrades. The thing is, even if they bring it up to 10 borrows, it's not enough for me. It's not enough. I need infinite borrows because I need to be able to throw my Umas away. Until we get infinite borrows, it's only good for parent making. But I mean, 5 borrows a day means I can slack a little bit. I can skip using my borrows on some days. I don't have to feel pressure to use them because there's no way I can use them all. 5 is a lot for when it's coming to parent runs. Parent runs, especially in Make a New Track. Holy crap. Because once we get rerolls and you have 5 borrows a day, that's like effectively doing 25 runs in a day. Because you can do 5 rerolls from what I understand. So if you can do 5 rerolls, 5 borrows, that's 25 runs. Parent's going to be going up. Parent's going to be going up in the world. Alright, let's go to the browser here. I'll just make a quick video to cover it. I might as well. It'll be like a minute long. I don't even know if I can make... Can I even make it? I don't even know how to make a short. That sounds good. I don't even do shorts. I'll just make it like a minute. I'm trying to think of what else I could say on it, though. But hey, everybody. We're getting borrows. Just make a note on... Eventually, when we get rerolls, that effectively turns into 5 runs a day. Or 25 runs. This dog is going mad, wanting me to throw his ball. Oh yeah, I get that they just got it. So yeah, 25 or 10's quite a ways away. I still think borrows are primarily best used for parents. And then, because when you have your own parents, it just makes your life easier. Because then you can throw away runs, like I do. I mean, even if you're not playing a crap ton, your average player still has those bottles, so they might want to do more than... If they have a lot of time, they might want to do like 10 runs in a day. This dog, man. Wants me to keep throwing his ball. Alright, well, I'll just make a quick video on it. Let's go. I just need him to stop. He needs to relax. Can't do this when he's jumping all over me. No, it doesn't cost carrots. It's that you pay a little bit of money when you borrow, so now they're changing it to free. It's nothing. I mean, we've been getting so much money that if you've been playing since day one, it doesn't even matter. I mean, maybe I just have a lot because I do so many runs, because you still keep the money from all the races I do, even though when I throw away the run. Alright, well, let's just make the video real quick. He seems to relax for a second. Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video on Umamusume, this is going to be just a real quick, short announcement, but if you haven't seen in-game, there was just a new post that came to the news here, and we were expecting, this is in the Japanese version, they got this right after Fine Motion dropped, and that is our daily borrows are going to be increasing to 5 from 3. And I know that's going to be very big for the free-to-plays. It doesn't really change much from someone like me, because I mostly use my borrows for parents. But I know some people, and they have limited time, they're having to utilize their borrows to try and make their aces. And with the amount of TP that we get per day, it's about 5 runs of TP you get in a day. And so with 5 borrows, that means utilizing all of your TP, you're going to be able to do all ace runs utilizing borrows without having to probably use your bad parents if you haven't spent a lot of time trying to really cultivate very good parents. And so that's going to be pretty significant for a lot of people. And what's going to be nice is, if you kind of think about future stuff we'll be getting in, I won't say the near term, but hopefully when Make a New Track drops, we eventually will get rerolls. And when you kind of take this many borrows alongside the rerolls, which I believe you can do 4 or 5 rerolls. Now those do cost carrots after the first free one. But you can effectively do basically 25 runs in a day using borrows once we get that kind of quality of life coming. So it's really nice to see this coming. We're just following along with the Japanese version, and this will just make it put even more pressure on me to try and use all my borrows for making parents, because I never use borrows for making aces. But hey, that means I'll never probably have any problems making parents, because I mean I'll have borrows that I effectively just can't use because I just don't have the time to do that many borrow runs. But yeah, I thought I'd make a quick video on it, and that's pretty much it for now. And if you like my content, if you can like, comment, subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching. There we go. Nice, short, and easy. Alright, let me go ahead and just quick edit it. And then we'll make a New Track one. I just thought I'd just do this. I mean, it's a quick and easy video to get out there right now. My other video is all the way like at 10,000 views right now too. It's pretty crazy. Yesterday's I would have to let me see, what is it? Oh, YouTube's probably, let me mute that tab so it doesn't accidentally just start playing a video on here. Okay, get that up. But having this now, I can actually post the video while still having the browser open. It'll be a lot easier having it set up this way. Okay, let me go to edit, video. There. And we'll go ahead and go back to here. Yeah, because I was going to talk about making a new track and kind of planning around it for people for... I've seen too many questions asking about it since I keep bringing it up like on every single stream now. And even in comments, it gets brought up a lot. Okay. Just about done with the edit. How long is this video anyway? Like, thinking, alright, cut. Go all the way to the end. 2-minute video. Pure and simple. Easy peasy. Yeah, making a track's gonna be great. I mean, there's the Doom post on it. I'm really hoping we get the quality of life early. Like, even if we don't get the 2nd anniversary update early, if they give us the 1.5 rerolls, that's pretty huge. Or just anything else, like giving us like auto runs. I'm probably gonna lag a little bit while it's exporting here. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like I'm lagging a little bit. It's only got 17 seconds left. And then I'll just upload. All right, almost done. There we go. Okay, stream should go back. Now I just need to upload it to YouTube. Oops. Tab. Okay, create, upload video. Make a thumbnail. I don't even know what I put on the thumbnail. I guess I could, how about I just take this? Take a snippet of this. Bam. What do you think? 200 polls with no 3-star? You polled on Find Motion and got none at all? That is really bad luck. I think that's like a 1% chance or something like that. Okay. And right now I'm just editing a thumbnail in the background here. Need to steal. Steal one of my originals. File. Make a copy. More borrow. Put some exclamation points at the end. I need a arrow pointing at the number 5. Yeah, it is really bad luck if you went that many. I'm not gonna be polling. Next week though, lots of polls, nice nature. It's a nice and nature time. Okay, there we go. Thumbnail made. That's uploaded. I just got to give a title to it. And then we'll be done. Then I'll have it done and we'll start looking at making a new track here. Hey, Snow Chris, how's it going? Okay, there we go. Okay, now I just need a key. Good, so tomorrow, yeah, Max borrows 5. That's what I'm editing a video on it right now. But yeah, tomorrow we are getting Max borrows going to 5. That is the announcement. It's kind of funny though, it's like the 3rd announcement of the 2 others that they posted. So some people might miss it. I mean, I didn't even notice it. I had to like dig into it to see it. Man, YouTube's already done checking the video. I guess it's since it doesn't have, since it's not an 8-minute video. It's really quick. All right. Video posted. All right. Put it under new videos. Bam. See how many views that one gets. We're still checking your video. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, okay, never mind. It just was the upload. Okay, it still got some time. Stupid thing. All right. Well, let's start looking at make a new track here to kind of prepare, because that's the plan with this video. We're gonna go over make a new track. I will make a full video of what make a new track is, what you can kind of expect with it. So we're gonna go over all this, and how you can kind of inform yourself with that for your polls, especially as we're getting ready to go into the Machikane Fukutaru card and later, and how it's all going to work. Now, it doesn't exactly break down all the skills you can get from the verses, but I'm going to guess it just works just like Pops. So whatever the distance of the race is, so whatever, where's it? Yeah, one random skill hint related to either the distance of the race or the strategy. So you basically have to use the strategy that you want your ace to be to get that hint. Kind of the same thing when you're building parents. You'll have to use, like, it's going to be kind of weird. Like, if you're building a parent that sucks in the strategy that you want the hint for, I think you would still just use them in that strategy. So, like, if I'm building a Super Creek, like, that's, or not even, like, if I built a, I'm trying to think of one. Like, if you're building Seiyun Sky, for example, but you want to put angling on it's for a pace chaser with angling, you would run her as a pace chaser to get the pace chaser skills, I would guess, but she's not good at that. Or if you're building something for an end closer, but they're not good at being an end closer, you'd still have them run as an end closer on these races. Just so you have a shot at getting a specific skill for that strategy. And then when it comes to your aces, I mean, that's not be a big deal, because you're going to use your ace in the strategy you want the skills for anyway. Unless you specifically need to use, like, late surge or stamina reasons. And you have the final part, the Twinkle Star Climax, which is just like a tournament, isn't it? Oh, now video's ready to go. Okay, now I can publish. There we go. Delete the old message. There we go. You did 200 Dober pulls, only got a single dupe, Anime Teo. Yeah, I seen someone else had something like that happen. It was on another person's YouTube clip. Man, I somehow survived. You haven't seen, but I came out fairly unscathed in my Christmas Ogre and Dober pulls. Like, we're going into nice nature pretty stinking healthy, man. If I can MLB her in 400 pulls, that's really good. It's kind of making me debate on whether I pull Verfuku or not. Because it's kind of tricky. If I pull Verfuku, then my main borrow for, like, Guts build would be an SR card. I would probably end up borrowing the freaking Admire Vega SR. But I mean, that's just kind of awkward in borrowing the SR1 version. But it does set me up for a lot more success, I would guess. But it comes down to how nice Knight's Nature is. Because I really don't like the NTR card. Like, I don't see myself ever borrowing that one. Or ever using it. I would still be borrowing Fuku. But I would have to pull heavily on Fuku. I feel like I can get away from the NTR banner with less pulls and getting Admire Vega MLB better than I would get away from Fuku. Yes, I mean, yeah, pull for Fine Motion. I'm pulling for Fine Motion as well. I'll be pulling for the Fine Motion card, but I'm already at 3 limit break. Like, if you gotta, and I'm willing to spend. That's another thing too. I know people that can't spend, a little bit different. But yeah, if you, she's gonna be the best one to MLB, of course. Of all the cards coming up, Fine Motion. Now I will say, Fine Motion does get paired with Summer Muruzensky in Grand Live, but that is quite a ways away. So it's a tough choice. It's definitely the best option for free-to-plays long-term, but living without her all the way through to that point, skipping both her and Summer Muruzensky might be a little too much for a lot of people. But Nice Nature, yeah, Nice Nature, I ended up getting a single copy of her in a single 10 pull on the banner. So I only need 4 copies of her. So I need just 2 copies of her to drop in 400 pulls, because I'm basically doing 400 pulls. Hopefully. If I have to go to 600, I will. I mean, and then that kind of impacts future decisions. But I don't think we're going to go all the way to 600. There's no way. There's no way we go all the way to 800, right? There's no way I don't pull a single copy of her in 800 pulls. I mean, I can do the math on the, like, we go back here. At a 0.75% pull rate and 200 pulls, 22% of the time you get 0. 400 pulls, only 4% of the time you get 0. This is what happened on the Super Creek banner for me. In 600 pulls, I don't want to be the 1%. Please don't make me the 1%. In 800 pulls. Oh my god, don't make me the 1 in 1,000. Don't make me the 1 in 1,000 or the 2 in 1,000. Oh my goodness. You know somebody else, like, you know there's whales out there that have to do that. That'll be revenue. And somebody that has to go all the way to 1,000 for MLB, a 1 in 20,000 chance. You have a 1 in 20,000 chance to go all the way to 1,000 pulls without a single copy. Yeah, I mean, that's what Super Creek did. I mean, if you haven't seen my cards, Super Creek did that for me. I went to 480 and only got 1. And that's what got me Limit Break 3 Fine Motion, MLB Tamamo Cross. I think I'm pretty sure I got 1 Power Ogre Cap. I'm probably going to end up MLBing her. Just knowing my luck, I'll probably end up MLBing her in the Nice Nature banner. I got 2 Limit Break Speed Suzuka off of it. I got a bunch of these off of it too. I got 2 Limit Break Biko Pegasus off of it, and then that's what made it where I could MLB her. It took me 280 pulls to MLB her, but I had 2 Limit Break of this card already because of Super Creek. Setono Diamond. I didn't even know I had her at 2. I must have got 2 copies of her somewhere. Oh, and then NS Fusion. I got like 2 copies of her. Really, really good card. This is going to be a very good card for making you track for me. Because I will be MLBing this card with the selectors. Let me pull for you. I have 3 without pull. But, so I'll have this one, and, like, this is one that most people are not probably having, like, And most people aren't, like, this is a card you don't advise people to try and pull for MLB, but it's going to be very good for the Guts build. Just from the simple fact that it has speed bonus. But yeah, Biko, we'll have to see what else I end up MLBing. The only thing is, I don't have this one MLB. Like, I know a lot of people have her MLB now because the Kita-san rerun. The only one I'm behind on, but don't matter. But yeah, Nice Nature might end up helping me MLB other stuff. I need to get a copy of Yukino. Hopefully I can get a copy of Wit Yukino. Cause she's the, let's see. She is right here. Hopefully I get a copy of her. And you only need a single copy of her. She literally has nothing going for her other than the no stopping me for making you track. But highly unlikely you use her because she's fairly bad. She's just like Mihono Bourbon Wit. Really bad stat stick. Just there for the skill. Literally just there for the skill. I wouldn't mind getting a couple like if I can get MLB Sweep Tosho speed, that'd be nice too. I have one copy of her. But yeah, we will get we'll get one free ticket on anniversary plus a paid one if you want to pay. Okay. But yeah, I think a lot of people, when you look at the gacha coming up... Oh god. He's gonna yap. Let me switch that. I gotta stop Ugly Cat from yapping so much. Alright, yeah, because we have Nice Nature. TM Opera. She's a big pickup for alt inherit. Although, if you've already gotten all the other important inherits, she's a good pickup with the selector. I'll be skipping her just because I'll be using the selector. She's paired with Urara, which if you ever want to do any of the Urara stuff, this is the one you want. So like beating the Arima Keenan, she's going to be a lot better than the normal one at actually being able to be semi-competent. She's not really good, but she's better than the normal one. But no reason to pull on this banner for me. So MLB her. And like depending on how Nice Nature goes, I might. I mean, 5 copies though is a lot. I think I have to stick with my plan. As bad of luck you can have on this banner, as bad of luck as you can have, I just gotta go over. You can walk away with this one fairly unscathed if you have like normal luck. If you have just average luck, you should get because it's 1% chance. And if we take into consideration the 0.4, the about 4% on the 10s, it brings it to about a 1.4% shot. And at that, you can kind of expect to, on average, get 2 or more. And so hopefully I just get the average luck. You only need 3. I only need 3 copies of her. Only 3. So that's a like 45% chance in 200 polls that I get 3 copies of her. Now, there's no pitying her. There is no getting pity on. You will not get to pity her. So this can very well happen. And if I take it all the way up to 400, oh my goodness. If I'm in the 7%, oh my god, that means I'm probably going to MLB NTR, and now I'm going to be using NTR as my speed card. That means, well, we probably got MLB NTR now. And that, I will say, MLB NTR, while it sucks, it does open up borrow options. Because then I can just, then I just use her. So I just use her, and don't have to borrow Fuku. And then that means my borrow can be something crazy. I can go with, like, if I do, I can borrow Ikuna. For Guts build, for example, I can borrow her. And now my Guts build's going to go crazy. Because this is 15%. Yeah, so you have 15% here. You have 15% on Admire Vega. So that's already 30%. Then I'm using, then you use Urara. So that takes you up to 40% in 3 cards. NTR is 40, so that's 50 in 4 cards. NS Fujin takes me up to 55. And then Nice Nature takes me up to 70. Right? Yeah. Wait, so I use NS Fujin. I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, NS Fujin is 5, 15 on Admire Vega, so that's 20. Urara brings it up to... God, don't get away. And I'm trying to keep track of, like... I guess you have 2 wit cards in there. What am I missing here? Oh, I borrow Ikuno. No, I don't use Urara. I go with her, which is... She's a 15. Admire Vega's 15. That's 30. Then I use NS Fujin, so that takes me up to 35. I was accidentally using 4 guts. You're not using 4 guts. So that's 3 guts. So you have 35 race bonus in the guts cards. Then I have my Nice Nature. That takes me up to 50. Fine Motion takes me up to 60. Yeah, so I'll have 70 race bonus with guts build. If I end up getting NTR MLB. So, yeah, feet. I don't know what she's doing with those feet. What she got all over them. Although, I don't even, what is that even supposed to be? Like calluses or something? I don't even know what that stuff's supposed to be. I know what everybody's thinking it is. But she's wiping something off. I don't know what they're doing. But she would be a decent borrow. Uma Milk? I mean, the thing is, I've already could just, instead of using, I could just use Biko Pegasus as my main speed card. It's soap. It's supposed to be soap. Oh, they're in a shoe store, so that's because there's horses. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Now going back at what I was looking at here. But yeah. And I already have to pull. Hopefully I can walk away with Fine Motion really early. Hopefully I don't have to go all the way to 200 for Fine Motion. Because basically I have to pull here, 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 and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here. Like, it's just non-stop pull, 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 pull. Yeah, I get a little bit of a break. Like, I get a break of from pulling for, like, a little bit. I get a break from pulling until the summer event. And then it's pull, 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 heavy pull. And then I think I get another break. Yeah. I get a long break from pulling. I might pull here. I don't know. I really like Inari 1 Festival. She looks really good. But as the one thing said is, while she is good, Mr. CB is significantly better. And she's not that far away, I think. Although, if there is a... Yeah, Mr. CB with Twin Turbo, really? Oh, yeah, when Twin Turbo drops on the second... So she's the second anniversary unit? Oh, that means we're getting probably free pulls on her, aren't we? But yeah, she will be like my main encloser for a little while. She looks like, I didn't even know how good she was, but she has Encroaching Shadow already built in. A nice little speed skill that only she has, alongside with... yeah, it's only her. Literally only her gold. Can't get it anywhere else. Although they kind of screw her on giving her more field of view on Encroaching Shadow. I don't know why. But she also has Umamusume built in as well. Why is Taiki Shuttles not a must-pull? Because it's not generic enough. It's very Mile-focused, I think. It's a good borrow card. For me, it'll be a borrow card on Miles. Because it'll be Mile Maven. Which I think is... And do they even have it on this list? They don't even put it on here as a small. Man. They don't even list it as being valuable at all. But I'm pretty sure it's Mile Maven, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's literally the only way to get it? Isn't she the first limited? I don't know. Oh, Mihono. Yeah, I forgot. Mihono I'll be bowling too. Did I accidentally skip over Mihono? Yeah. Mihono Burp. Yeah, so I'm pulling here. So yeah, it's a lot of pulls. Pull here. Pull here. Pull here. Pull here. Then I get like a mini break. Pull here. Pull here. Pull here. Pull here. And then it's like a mini break till the summer. Not a mini break, but a pretty decent sized break. Really big break. And then pull here and here. But yeah, the Taiki Shuttle one is... It's a good mount because it's speed bonus, skill point bonus. Hint level 4. Like, it's not bad, but it's nothing... It's your only way to get that. But everything else on here is not that big a deal. I do like hint levels 4, though. 5% race bonus, so... I mean, you're not going to use this in Make a New Track. I'm going to guess it's because you're not going to use it in Make a New Track. And so you should have Kitasan Black MLB. And if you have Kitasan Black MLB... And then you're probably going to have Agnes Tachyon / Summer Maru Zensky speed already good. Like, you just have too many other speed cards you're worried about. Like, that's the problem with a lot of the speed cards. They're very situational. And... You can, like, you're already going to be... You're going to be stuck. Like, you're going to have Kitasan Black, like, as your generic. If you're running a front runner, you bring Summer Maru Zensky. And then you're already kind of like those two. You shouldn't need 3. I mean, in Grand Live, you might go with 3, and then you borrow. You should hopefully at this point be getting ready to MLB your Fine Motion, using your crystals, and so you should now have solid wit cards, and so you might get the flexibility to borrow Taiki Shuttle for the miles. But you'll also, since you'll be pulling on Light Hello, you'll probably have hopefully a good amount of dupes of Agnes Tachyon speed. She's going to be a very good card in Grand Live, and just Pace Tracers in general. So, yeah, we'll have a lot of options. Like, I think that's why Taiki Shuttle speed is not a must-pull. Too many good speed cards. And if I'm not mistaken, Mile Maven on Grand Live. Isn't Mile Maven one of the skills you can get? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, no, it's Mile Maven's one you can get right now. But you never get it because you're always taking No Stopping Me. What's this one? That's a dirt-specific skill. Like, the best one on here is probably going to be Concentration. Everybody's going to have easy access to concentration. Oh, yeah. I mean, she's the only one that has Mile Maven. I mean, if you want that card, I mean, I'm not going to say it's the end of the world. It's just, there's better ones around it that have more universal use. Like, I'd rather pull... Like, there's some of these other ones. Like, you have Mr. CB. What is this one? Why don't they have all of these able to be easy access? Like, this is one of the cards that I really like, too. I'm probably not going to pull for it. It'll probably be a main borrow for longs. But she's a very good long stamina card that has a heal for longs that is always activating in the middle leg, that has not only the 0.055 heal, but a speed increase. So this will be like best in slot for longs until Air Shocker. Oh, the guy, yeah, I can get it. Yeah, hopefully we get Breath of the Fresh Air buff. I mean, this one's better than Breath of Fresh Air for longs, but the funny thing is, Mecha Biwa comes with it. If I'm not mistaken, she's actually pretty good. But she has big heal. Big heal, big speed on it. But this one will be a good card, but the problem is eventually we do get Air Shocker, and this is the big stamina one, because now you get a skill that activates on any middle. This is any race type, any middle leg straight. You will get a slight speed boost and stamina. This is just the best one. This surpasses all of them. And she also has a medium and long cold. So another speed boost one. And of course, I mean, she's just a really good stat stick. But it's a while for that one. Alright, so let's start taking a look at making new track, though. That's kind of the point of what I wanted to do with today's early video. Make new track. Yeah, so and this got released, yada yada. Mechanics are quite different, yes. Yeah, you do not need to know how to play the Unity Cup. Please first. Yeah, around races, blah blah blah. 4 objectives. The first one you have... Yeah, so you have 4 objectives in making new track. The first one is to participate in the debut race as usual. So nothing really changes at the beginning. The second objective requires you to collect 60 grade points. And the third and fourth bold need 300. We're gonna be getting way more than that on our runs. Like, the objectives aren't even gonna matter. You're gonna easily get these objectives. Because you have characters with high dirt aptitude but low turf aptitude, such as Hadu. The second objective requires 30 grade points instead of 60. And the third objective requires 200 instead of 300. Yeah. For turf characters with low aptitudes for all distances other than short, like Kuren-chan, the third objective will require 200 instead of 300. Surplus, I mean, that sucks, though. Like, sprinters, I feel like it's gonna suck as a sprinter when you can't even do, like, 90% of the races. Like, Kuren-chan feels like she's gonna be terrible. Surplus points from previous objectives do not carry over. You need to collect these after the objective. Unlike the previous 2 scenarios, there are no new original characters connected. Yes, so there's no link. There's no, like, link match. There's no PAL card, no Link character. In the game help menu of the new event, it talks about evolve skills. What? Does it? I haven't really looked at it. Is it in here? We shouldn't have. In the help menu. Where's the help menu for it? Oh, right here? They screwed it up. Uh-oh. They must have just like copy and pasted for the current version. If rare or evolved skills are learned, only the strongest skill scores. Someone screwed up. You get extra points if it's evolved. For an Umamusume who evolves killer tunes at the end of her career, only the evolved version score. I should make a quick clickbait video. Evolved skills are coming. Well, yeah, Lunar Moon. What I mean is, it's basically talking about if you evolve killer tunes. So, because it's saying, if you have killer tunes, you only get the points for killer tunes, not up tempo. But if you have an Umamusume who has killer tunes built in, if you evolve killer tunes at the end of their career, you only get the evolved version. We don't have the evolutions. Who's someone that has killer tunes built in? Alcandor Pasa does, doesn't she? Or no, she doesn't. Who has it built in? I know someone does. Like, I can show you what they mean. We don't have it, but... Oh, TM Opera has it. So, like, if we look at TM Opera, if we had evolutions, what it's referring to is if we evolved killer tunes into March of the Opera King, which is an evolution of it, you would get points for it. But, we don't have this. It'd be hilarious if they just, like, shadow dropped them. Shadow dropped evolutions. Second anniversary is here. Good luck. But yeah, I think they just kind of copy and pasted for the current version. They just forgot. They screwed up, I'm guessing. You can give them feedback and say, "Hey, you accidentally left the part in about evolutions." Yeah, they'll probably do a bug after maintenance. We screwed up and put in, you cannot get evolutions yet. Okay, so let's go back here. So basically the grade points, basically we don't have their normal goals anymore. We have these grade points that they need to achieve. Which, oh man, this is still running in the background. Holy crap. Which, as you can kind of see here, this was the video I was going to kind of use as an example. So they're in their debut right now. Okay. They're going to do the debut race. Okay, now they have their objective. So now, as you can see, what it was talking about... Oh, this is the shop. We'll be looking at the shop here in a second. And this is where the RNG is in the game. You'll have the shop, you'll have these items, and when you do the races, you get these points or these money, and you can buy these items. Now, this one right here is a guts book. It gives you 7+ guts. I believe this is saying it's going to be in the shop for 6 days or 6 weeks. Or is that this one? Because this says, oh, that says 4 tasks. I don't know. I don't know what it's saying. One of these is saying how long it lasts. And one of them I think says how long it's in the shop for. Whistle is going to be a great item. People are going to love that. Make a new track is not confusing at all. No, I'll explain what these items are when I make this video. But yeah, the whistle is like a must-have. Whistle is a really nice item. Whistle is a... So like if you're doing the guts build, when you do a training, you want all of your cards to be on guts. So you know how cards like to not show up on their stats or their skills that you want them on? What the whistle does is it randomly shuffles them again. So if you get really bad luck on like one of your big training days, because you're going to be mostly racing, but if you're going to be doing a big training day, the whistle can be used to try and get them to go on to the correct stats. Kita-san Black the Wit card? Yeah. Yeah, Urara is going to be great. Guts build's going to be fairly free to play. Now, if you have the monster cards that I'm going to have, it's going to be even stronger. Because I'll be using Fine Motion, Nice Nature, NS Fujin. If I, for some reason, walk away with an MLB NTR, it'll be NTR, and then I'll be borrowing Ikuna, which is 15 race bonus, and then Admire Vega Guts. So I'll have a crazy strong deck. Because, I mean, this is what this one turns out to be at the end. I mean, I've shown the image. This is what it looks like at the very end for them. Where's the stats? This is their stats at the very end of this run. Claiming what I'll have? Well, I already know I'm going to be getting Nice Nature. You just spend money till you get it. You just spend until you get it. I already know all the banners that are coming up that I'm pulling on. So I know I will have Nice Nature. Even if I have to do... I better not have to. If I have to do 800 pulls, please don't make me do that. Please don't make me do 800 pulls. But, yeah. I'm going to have stronger cards than them. Every single one of my cards will be stronger than theirs. Unless I get really lucky. If I get really lucky on Admire Vega, then I will be using Urara and then borrowing Fuku. I will borrow Fuku and still use Urara, which is not that much of a difference. Just spend $1 million. Yes. If you spend that much, you'll get every card. Statistically, you'll probably have every card and tons of dupes of them. Okay, so if we go back here, let's see. Okay, so they got where? Okay, yeah, so they bought so they get the items. Okay, so they're on the race. So you can see right up here, the new goal has to do with doing enough races to get the points. And it's going to explain how you get the points here. So that's what you need to get. Yep, and so as you've probably guessed, you get grade point. Oh, wait, let's give it, yeah. Unlike the previous two scenarios, there are no original characters. Yeah, no scenario link. But then you have, as you probably guessed, you get the grade points participating in races. So as you race, you will get those scenario points. If you don't win the race, you'll still be awarded grade points. You will be able to use clocks on every race. Meaning, if you don't win the race, just use a clock and win it. Which is why I've been saying continue to collect your clocks and try not using them. Make a new track is going to eat your clocks like crazy. And this is why Fuku's really good, because she can save you clocks on those early races. Because you'll have strong stats to actually win them. I mean, this is an old... In Japan, yeah, this is like 7 scenarios behind Japan still. But yeah, the same goes for shop coins, another new addition to Make a New Track that you can get by participating in races. These are indicated by the green circle, how many coins you're going to be getting, with the race on it. Races of all grades award 100 shop coins for placing first, and proportionately less for placing worse. These are key because you want to pretty much buy like all the good stuff in that shop all the time. So you always want to be racing and you always want to be getting these coins. As you can see in this video, when we looked at the shop for a second, they won that very first race, so they had 100 coins. And you can see the whistle's like 20, and this is in that guide too, but it shows the costs of everything here. But you will be buying stuff right off the bat. Here's the breakdown. Yeah, here's the breakdown of the grade points. G1s are worth 100, G2s 80, G3s 60, OPs are 40. Pre-OP 20. Shop coins first is 100 and second, third 60. You're just always win. You should always win. Use your alarm clock if you need to. Yeah, they've got a lot of scenarios out. So we're right here currently. Making new tracks here. So this is the third scenario. So 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. And they're actually on the one after this one. So they're on the 12th scenario in Japan. We're only going on the 3rd. So actually, we're 9 behind. What do you mean? I'm kind of confused. Test. Wait, what's going on? What do you mean with the Twitch? They're just asking about this. Are you saying is something else happening in Twitch that I'm not seeing? Or I mean, you're referring to this? I mean, these are like all... Holy crap. It's another language. Can't even... Oh, they don't? Oh yeah, they could be new. They could just be reading something and some comments on it. I mean, this one is old, for sure. We have... Okay, let's see. Where was I here? But yeah, so you get the points on it. And this isn't even the video yet. I'm just kind of going over it, but I'm kind of just getting everything referenced down before we actually do the video on it. You have the shops. Yeah, the items you can buy grant various bonuses. You can't hold more than 5 copies of any item at once. But I mean, some of them you just used instantly, like these ones. Additionally, a shop may sometimes offer limited items whose availability is separate from the rest of the lineup, or sales, which you can get items at a discount. That's where you start getting the RNG. That stuff. That's where the big RNG is on these items. Limited items will be indicated in the top right of the button, and ongoing sales will be indicated on the top left. I'll have to try and find a spot in the video where it does that. There's the same button in the shop menu, looking at top left character. Yeah, so you can look at what items you currently have. Items that span several turns cannot be used while their effect is still going on, so you can't re-up it. Yeah. And you can only... Okay, so you can use these only once per turn. So like the books that give you stats are 1 time per turn. Using an item of the lower grade and then using it of the higher grade will overwrite. Okay. So that means don't use these low, crappy ones if you want to use a big one. Just use the big ones. That's what it sounds like. If the big one's available, use the big one. If not, use the medium one. So, okay, so that's all the straps. Here's the breakdown of their cost. So I'm guessing this is cost. So, yeah, like these are just books. They just literally give you plus stats. So you buy these and you just outright get that much of that stat. You have your energy and motivation. So here is how you can kind of deal with the fact that your Umas are going to be pissed off at you because you're going to be constantly racing them and they're not going to be happy. You can give them energy with these. You can give them a crap ton of energy, but it's going to reduce their mood. You can give them maximum energy. You can increase their mood with the food items, of course. You can give them this like giant cupcake for 2. That is expensive though. Holy crap. I don't know. I just keep them in an awful mood. Whatever. They're going to get their stats from racing and crap. You just need to get their mood up like when you do your main training. So you can like buy, I feel like you just buy this and you just let them be in a pissed off mood until you're getting ready to do training, and then you top them up. You know, like they're just pissed off the whole time, and then, oh, time to do a big training. Double motivation, back up to great mood, train, back to racing. Oh, yeah. You can get your bond up with these items. Although I was reading, this one's expensive. Like, for what you're getting, 40 just for +5. Or, yeah, summertime. Summertime's big training. You train in the summer. From what I understand, you don't race in the summer most of the time. Yeah, if you see these items show up, yeah, like you want to, I think this is one of the limited items, so you probably want to have 280 ready to go. You want to make sure you can buy this. You can heal all their negative statuses with these items. So if you're going to be going crazy on racing, I guess have that one because they're going to get skin outbreaks a lot of the time. You can level your facilities, which you'll want to, like, and this is going to depend on the build you're doing. I'm going to be doing guts build. Like, if I do guts build, I'm just going to be buying the guts one. Like, guts and wit. I'm not even going to give a crap about speed, power, or stamina. It's just going to be guts and wit. We'll get the little bit of stamina we need from items and crap. Training effects. This is where you can really blow. This is where you get the big hits. Yeah, this is basically you just buy this item and outright upgrade it. But this is where you can get. This is where, like, especially guts build can go crazy. So this item, right? These items give you training bonus. So this one will give us 60%. Then you can get the guts training bonus of 50% using more energy. But now you're already at 110% training bonus. Then if all your guts cards decide to be nice and land on guts, which there's an item to try and help them land on guts. This one right here. This whistle reshuffles them. So if they didn't land on guts, use your whistle and hopefully it makes them land on guts. Because that'll reshuffle where they're at. Then you hit with your guts cards. And it is possible, and we'll look at this video here. There's probably a point where they do it. They probably do it towards the end. But when you do train, you gotta find when they train. It's probably gonna be in the summer. Man, how far away is it? Oh, here's one training. And this one isn't massive, but as you can see, I don't think they have any stacked bonuses on this one yet. We gotta find the big hits. Yeah, this is where they're doing. Wait, this looks like where they're doing it. So they see what they got. So they're using those items. So they're like, we have guts training. I'm guessing this is the guts training one, right? Yeah, guts training. I guess they are doing some speed training too. They did have these are speed training. These are guts ones. These ones are training effectiveness. So they're giving themselves training effectiveness, guts effectiveness. This item right here is crazy good too. This little item here, training failure rate set to 0%. You cannot fail training even if you have 0 energy. So you take this as well, so you're guaranteed to pass the training. And they have 2 of them in this run. So they're stocking it. They're just like big training, big guts training, hit, use it. And let's see what they get here. And there they have a double guts hit. So they're getting, and this one isn't even that big of one, man. But they're getting almost 30 on these, plus 60, 70, over 70 on guts. And this, I mean, this is what you do in the summer. You'll get this multiple times. And then bam. Oh. And they still have training effectiveness. So they had, okay, so they only have Urara here, but they have them. They both have training effectiveness, I believe. Man, mine are going to be so much better. In my case, this would be fine motion and nice nature, and this would be a lot bigger. Because these have pretty crappy training effectiveness. Nice nature and fine motion have a lot of training effectiveness. Oh man, my Umas are going to be so strong. And now they're like, okay, that's what we got. Let's go in here. Guarantee we don't fail. And let's get some more guts training effectiveness. And bam, now we're getting over 50, 25. I mean, it's just... And look at all the skill points you get too. More skill points as well. And it doesn't matter what their energy's at. They use the item to guarantee they don't fail. Although, I wouldn't have used the item to guarantee no fail there. I don't know. Maybe that's just me wanting to gamble. Big wit hit. Okay, so now they have a wit hit. So they go back in here. So they're going to hit... yeah, so then they hit that. They hit the do not fail. They go in, they look at wit. Bam, big wit. Yeah, this is why you definitely want... This is why I was saying... this is why they're using Siri Assembly. She has speed bonus. I will have a card that a lot of people are not going to be using. But is very good. She has speed bonus. So, and she's just outright better stat stick and just in general. And because I'm going to be running front runners a lot, she comes with my heal. So when it comes to the mediums, I don't even have to worry about my heal for my front runners. But you definitely want her MLB to really take advantage of her because you need that special priority because you want her to land on guts. But she does have race bonus 5%. But she has training effectiveness 10%. Like, my entire deck is going to be nothing but training effectiveness. But, so that's the items. Okay. Man, I'm already doing it like I'm making the video. I'm going to have to re-explain all this again for the video. But it's good to make sure I'm kind of prepping myself for it. Rivals. Sometimes a random race feature a rival. So this is... We get the skill... We get the pops in Unity Cup to get random skills off of them. This is how you're going to get your random skills here. Randomly, you'll see this versus mode here on a race. If you do the race, you will get a skill hint related to either the distance of the race or the strategy. So when it comes to making parents, to me that means if you're building a parent for an end closer, but they suck at end closer themselves, you still want to run them as an end closer in these races to get end closer skills for your parent. I know, Make a New Track will be really long races. You can already probably tell how it's going to be long because you have a lot of loading time from a lot of races, but you're really having to think. There's a lot of thinking. If you want to like min-max how good your Uma is, you're always having to open that shop, look at the items in there, kind of do the math. I have this many shop coins. I need to buy these items. use this items at this point in time. And there's a RNG. The shop is completely RNG. So it will be, yeah. So you have that. And so that's how you get your skills. Then Twinkle Star Climax. This is the final part. This is like this is like the end. And this is kind of funny because it's almost like its own little mini champions meetings. The final part is called the Twinkle Star Climax. It's separated into 3 individual races. Unlike the previous scenarios, the finals are not an elimination tournament. That'll actually be nice because it's not if you lose, it's not an outright elimination. A mini league in which you fight for the top spot on a leaderboard. You don't always need to win all 3 races as long as you still have the most victory points and thus the first spot on the leaderboard by the end. And then each of the Twinkle Star Climax races gives a maximum of 10 victory points for the first place, resulting in a maximum of 30 for winning all the races. Yeah, okay. The distance and terrain of Twinkle Star Climax are decided by the races you participated in throughout the 3 years of training, similar to the URA Finals and Unity Cup. Yeah, it's kind of like Mario Cup at the end. Winning it will award you with Radiant Star skill, which I think this one is kind of bad. Radiant Star skill hint. In the second half of the race, the more wins you've achieved in the training, the more your speed and acceleration increase, and your stamina recovers. Distance, so just randomly in the second half of the race. So just at any point in the second half of the race, you can get a stamina recovery, an acceleration of 0.3, and a speed increase. Like, it's just a super gamba. Like, just super gamba. I mean, you can get a perfect acceleration, I guess, with the gold version. I'm going to guess this is just terrible because it's anytime. I mean, I guess the speed could be useful anywhere except the acceleration zone, maybe? I mean, because I guess you could take advantage of either acceleration or speed. If you're in the acceleration zone, this is good. If you're in a non-acceleration zone, I guess the speed's good. You definitely can't count on the stamina recovery because if you're counting on the stamina recovery, you're screwed if it hits late race. And then you have the normal version, which is 0.1. Like, the normal version sucks even worse. There's like no speed on it. I mean, my parents will be just taking it just to kind of get it into the parents. And then, yeah, so you have the tournament at the end, unique skill levels ups. The level up condition of unique skills in Make a New Track differs from the URA Finals. Make a New Track, a training event to determine the Junior Classic and Senior Horse Girl of the Year will occur. In late December of each year of training, if your character is picked to be the Horse Girl of the Year, your unique skill will receive a level up. Oh, so that's your alt. And if you receive a hint... Oh, and you will receive a hint for the white version of that. Okay. So, you can get this... I mean, if you're getting your alt increase every year, then you can get this one to be pretty cheap, but it's too random. So far, whether your girl is picked or not seems to be based both on the bond level of your chairman, as well as some combination of fan count. You gotta pay her off. Here's a breakdown of the bond level you need for the chairman for each of the years. Okay. Base training values. I think this is kind of weird. This is just your base, how much energy a facility costs, and that, whatever. Training levels. The level of training facilities that Make a New Track will rise depending on how often you train on it. You're not going to train often enough. They all start at level 1 and level up 4 times as they're used. That is to say, training speed 4 times. Yeah, so it's just like Unity Cup, but you can outright buy a level on it. Yeah, unlike the URA final scenario, this level of training facilities can also be raised using the new items. I wonder how quickly those can show up. Can I just, like, get Guts to level 5, like, super quick if the item shows up, like, 3 times? As of writing this article, a character-specific event such as, yeah. Character-specific events such as Narita Bryan winning the Triple Crown, giving her a 5-point bonus to all statuses, 50 skill points, and 4 random skill hints cannot be triggered. So the Umas that have really good secret events get screwed. So like Taiki Shuttle and her entire thing with mediums, you can't get Runaway and make a new track. All the secret events are gone. So it's not a bug. There's just no secret events. But, and then scenario-specific nicknames. Yep, and then you get specific nicknames based on certain things that happen. Is this? Yeah, these are just the epithet. Or whatever you call them. But, yeah. And then we have the scenario factor, which is a stamina and guts factor. I think I prefer Unity Cups with wit and power. But stamina and guts isn't bad. Guts is always a stat you're in need of, and stamina is one that'll be good too. Runaway won't be gone. You'll still see Runaways, just people will use her as a rabbit. They'll have to build her in Unity Cup. Yeah, make a new track will still be relevant for parents. I read that too, that parents in Grand Live suck. So that is it. But yeah, Grand Live. I mean, now parents will be better in Grand. Make a new track, from what I understand, feels better than Grand Live, which is the next one. And it feels better in the sense that it's a lot easier to get stats and make a new track than Grand Live. You're still going to have to switch over to Grand Live because they increased the speed cap to 1600. So unless you want to have a 400 speed difference in your champions meetings, you have to do Grand Live. Even though you're going to go back, make a new track you're going to love. You're going to be like, man, I'm maxing a lot of my stats. It's so good maxing my stats. And then Grand Live's going to come back and you're going to be like, God dang it, I'm struggling to get my speed maxed. Because you're going to have no problems in making a new track. Getting enough stamina, getting max speed, getting really high wit. Like, this is going to be the best scenario if you want to have a good shot at winning champions meetings as a free-to-play. This is the one to win, to do well. You still have to put in the time because there's still RNG. But it is, someone called it the Great Equalizer. This is where free-to-play can come to win. Yeah. But I'm going to run to the bathroom, and then we're going to start the video, and then after I do the video, we'll switch over to doing, we'll actually start doing some runs in Umamusume, but I'll be right back. All right. drink here. Now I gotta basically do all that again, but I'm gonna have to try and do it quicker. So yeah, I'll play some Nikkei. Yeah, the new event came out. But yeah, I kind of caught up on that one already today. Alright, let's go ahead and knock this video out real quick. And you can just, yeah, keep saying stuff in chat. I'll have chat up for those that watch this on the YouTube video. You just make sure I got this ready. I think I actually like the background music sitting in the event. I think it'll be good background music for it. I don't know how loud I have it. But some people did complain on one that it was too loud, so it's probably good. Okay, that's good. All right. Got that open there. Make sure nothing's popping up in Twitch either. Okay. Let's see. Let me put the video back. Let me get a timestamp for this. Where was this at? Yeah, we're about 40 minutes in. Yeah, okay, 40 minutes in for that. I wonder if I can just make a duplicate. Go all the way to right before the debut. Yeah, and then the shop. Okay. Okay, that's a good spot to have it there. All right. Let's try and do this thing. Whew. This will be kind of a long video, so I might have to... I don't know if it'll be too long, but... might have to do cuts on it in case I screw something up. Oh, and let's actually have this ready for the gotcha here, too. Okay. Move that one here. Okay, everything's nice together. Alright. Start recording now. Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video on Umamusume, we're going to be talking a little bit about the next scenario that'll be coming out here in a couple months. I've had a lot of people ask me a lot of questions on it, since I like to kind of bring it up a lot when I stream, as it's the scenario that I'm really looking forward to coming up. And because it's coming up in 2 months, we have a lot of banners that'll be coming up that people are really having to kind of make decisions on whether they want to pull on it, whether you're free to play, a whale, or whatnot. Like the Machikane Fukukataru speed card. You have Nice Nature's Rerun, which is good. And then, of course, the one that'll be dropping alongside it, NTR, which also has Admire Vega Guts. You have Fine Motion, all those. So we're going to kind of go over it. This is just going to be more of a simple breakdown video. I don't want to go too far into depth into how it works. Just kind of to help you inform your decision on your polls and understand how it's going to be different than Unity Cup once it comes out. And this is just primary. I'm yapping too much for an intro. Intros are always the hardest part for me on my videos. I sometimes will yap too much too early. All right, try again here. Let's try again. Once I get going though, I'm pretty good. Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video on Umamusume, we're going to be taking a look at the next scenario that'll be coming out here early March, Make a New Track. One big thing I've seen was some people talking a little bit about on Reddit, because there's kind of some doom posting on it for when it comes out, but also I've had a lot of people asking me questions since I do talk about it a lot in my streams, as it's the scenario I'm really looking forward to, as there's a lot of good things that'll be coming alongside with it that can make your lives easier in terms of making parents and all that with regards to affinity, but there are some negatives, especially with how long careers are going to take. But and the other part with it is it can help you with kind of informing your decisions when it comes to deciding what to pull on leading up to it, because we are starting to get to that point now on the gotcha banners where all of the big banners kind of that'll be good for making a new track are coming up. We have the rerun of Nice Nature, we have Matikane Fukukataru Speed, we'll have NTR, which will drop when it drops. You have Fine Motion, and as well as a couple other little things here and there. And so we're going to go over, this is going to be more of just a simple look at it. We'll watch, I do have a video here that we're going to be using this to kind of showcase a little bit of it. It's not going to go really far into depth, but I just kind of want to show what it can kind of look like when it comes to doing certain things in training and all that. But with that, we'll just go ahead and get right into it. And so, make a new track, the basic thing is where it's going to shift from what we've done in URA and Unity Cup is this one's going to be, as you've probably already heard, very focused on races. And so as you're doing your races in it, and this is on Game Tour if anyone wants to look at this, if you just switch to the Japanese version, you can do it here. The main goals that your characters have, or your Umas have, currently in Unity Cup and URA are going to be gone. So it's going to be completely open. They can do any race. So, for example, Christmas Ogre Cap, or just normal Ogre Cap, she is forced to currently do the Arima Keenan both times, which means she misses out and she cannot race. I believe it's the Tokyo Daishoden. She can't do that race. So you can't get that trophy. With Make a New Track, she can, because those goals are gone, and instead you're going to have this new one where you have to hit specific grade point targets. And this, you get these grade points, as it mentions here, through doing races. And as you're doing the races that get the grade points that meet the goals, you're also going to get shop coins through doing these races. And that is where, like, the big part of Make a New Track is going to come into play, in that you're going to have to buy stuff in the shops. And as someone just mentioned in chat here, yes, one of the negatives too of them dropping their goals also means all of the events are dropping. So Silent Suzuka is a big one, because she's not going to be able to get Runaway. Taiki Shuttle, which has that very, very good secret event to get like head on, a bunch of skill points and stats and all that, that's gone. All those you will not be able to do as well, as it's just you're making their entire career through running all these races. But when it comes to doing the races, you're going to get the grade points for your goal, but also shop coins. And so you're going to be getting 100 shop coins per placing first. That's going to be key for the shop that's going to exist, where there's going to be a ton of different items that you're going to buy that is going to ultimately be how you really power up your Uma. And as you can see here, it kind of breaks down what you're going to get for the races you do. G1s give you 100 grade points, G2s 80, all the way down. Now, from what I've seen on what it mentions the goals, you're going to be racing a lot, so really hitting the goal should not be a problem. Especially since one of the things that'll be coming alongside Make a New Track, and this is why you've probably heard, start stockpiling your clocks. Buy the clocks every single time you have that daily shop open, because you will be able to use the clocks to make sure you get first place in every race. You will be able, just like how I know a lot of people have asked, the ability to use a clock on an optional race, especially when it comes to building parents, you will be able to do that and Make a New Track. The downside is that you're going to be racing a lot, and it will eat your clocks like crazy, especially if you're somebody like me who does a lot of runs and even spends carrots to do runs. And once you run out of clocks, it costs 10 carrots to basically retry a race. So you definitely want to make them last through the entire scenario. And this, just kind of mentioning that too, that is one of the reasons that you will hear, and I'll talk about this when the card drops, which I have to go up top. Speed Fuku. One of the big advantages of Speed Fuku, she has multiple. She has like the ability to give a lot of stat points. through her very gambly event. But one of the things that really is nice about her is she gives you initial 30 stats on every stat. Going to be very, very key in helping you actually win those early races. So she can be a very good clock saver. Because as you already know, you've probably seen when you're doing your races, you just randomly lose a race, whether it's a G3 and a G2, and you're going to be doing a lot of them. All those races in the beginning leading up to like the hopeful stakes and all that, you're going to be doing a lot of those races on that way. And there's a very good shot you can lose them if your stats are not really that strong to get first place like 99% of the time. And so as you can see here at the shop coins, it's also very important you get first just for the, like you get the shop coins and the grade points. Shop coins are pretty significant. And that is, we're going to get down to the item, what they actually do here. But, yeah, you get the shop coins. I'm trying to make sure I don't skip anything here. I'm when it's explaining, because I've already kind of touched on it. Yeah, the items give various bonuses, which we're going to look at here in a second. And then there is also going to be limited discounts on the shop randomly and limited items. Those are going to be like the strongest ones, which we'll take a look at here in a second. And that's why you're also going to want to make sure you're always getting the maximum on these in terms of coins, because there's a lot of good stuff in the shop. And yeah, and then you have an inventory, so you can stockpile them. You can have up to 5 of one item, as it mentions here. And yeah, and then yeah, items, some of them last a certain amount of turns, like some of them give training effectiveness. They'll last a certain amount of turns. You cannot reuse another item to re-up it. You just have to wait till it ends to use another one, is what it's kind of mentioning here. As well as the ones that give stats, you can only use 1 time per turn. If you use a lower one and then a higher one, the higher one will overwrite it. So it's not like you can really stockpile the stats through using these, a bunch of them on the same turn. That's just what it's kind of mentioning here. And so these are the items. I'm kind of give a quick breakdown of them. In the shop, you can outright just buy stats. These books give the stats. So you, of course, have the ones on the bottom giving 15 of whatever individual stat is here, as well as the cheaper ones will give at 7. And you can use 1 per turn on stats. Then you have these ones, energy and motivation. So you can give yourself some energy with these little bottles here. You can give big energy, but they're going to have a mood drop while giving them this item. You can give a maximum energy 8, and you can kind of see the costs. Each race is giving you 100 coins. So just kind of take that into account when you see these costs that they have over here. You then have these items like a cupcake and, I don't know, like a banana sundae or something here. Give you 1 mood, give you 2 mood. You can then buy bond with the director. You can buy bond on all your support cards with these. Good conditions. These are some, I'm pretty sure some of these are the limited ones. I think the one everybody's going to love to see. And as you can see, it's got a big cost, so make sure you can get it. Fast Learner is an item that you can get, but you can get Hot Topic, Charming, and Practice Perfect as well. So if you see like this one, this will be one you buy really early if you see it, but you don't buy it if it comes later in. Because part of the RNG of making you track, because yes, it's still RNG, just like Unity Cup has, is the shop. These items, it's going to be RNG on when they show up and how many of them show up and all that. And so the God Run is going to be the one where you're seeing Fast Learner show up and you can get it. Or you see Charming really early and then you see Fast Learner eventually show up. So you have those. You can heal yourself with bad conditions. Night Owl, Slacker, I mean all of them here, plus one that heals everything. I have a feeling I'll probably end up having to buy the skin outbreak one when you're just mass doing races and they get that skin outbreak. So that'll probably be the most important one to me. Like if you get Slacker or Night Owl or something like that, it's like a dead run to me regardless. I wouldn't want to waste points on those, but I could see skin outbreak being useful there. But you can buy for any conditions. One way you can level your training facilities is buying the upgrade within the shop as well. Which are these ones. Now, it still has the URA scenarios way of leveling them up. If you do 4 trainings, the facility will level up as well. But you're going to be racing a lot. And so they're not going to level up very quickly through training themselves. You're going to level them up through these. So that you have those. Then an item I think a lot of people are going to love. You're going to want to buy this whenever you see it. And you're going to have to very strategically use it. But this whistle, what it means by shuffle support card distribution is that You know, as your friends, or when you're doing friendship training, they're not landing on your stat. Like Kita-san Black doesn't like to land on speed for some reason when you're at the very end of your career. Well, within Make a New Track, what this does is it redistributes them. So it's basically like it randomly generates where they land again. So one of the big things will be after you've done a lot of races and you're going to want to, you're like in the middle of the summer and you want to stockpile a bunch of them, like on Guts, for example, if you do the Guts build and you want to use your training, another item down here, you're going to stockpile all these stats. You can redistribute them to try and get more of them to land on the correct stat to get that really, really big hit, which I'll show it here in a second. And that is where you also have these ones. These are going to be massive, especially during the summer to use. And these are ones that just give you flat training effectiveness. So like these ones right here, training bonus 60% for 2 turns. So just a flat 60% training effectiveness for 2 turns on all of your stuff. And then you have specific stat ones. So you have speed training bonus. It's going to consume more energy, of course. You have that for all of your stats except wit. And then also another one people are going to like. This is an item, if you buy this and use it, guarantees you do not fail your training. So even if you have no energy, if you use this item, you will successfully complete the training. And so you basically, you can probably already see how you stack these. You stack a 60% training bonus here. Whatever stat you have the big hit on, you take it, you use that. If your cards have not landed correctly, or if your support cards have not landed on that stat, you can use this to reshuffle them to try and get a better hit on that one. And then you hit it, and you're just going to get that massive stat dump. And that's why Guts build is so effective, because Guts trains 3 stats, Guts, Speed, and Power. So you can get a lot of stats on a Guts training. You have that, and then you have additional race bonus. Now you already know the decks, you're going to want a lot of race bonus because you're racing a lot. You have these ones that you can use. Now from what I understand on these, you're going to use these at the like very end of the run to get like the biggest bonus to the stats. You can already know, like when you're doing the end of URA or Unity Cup, you're getting all those stats at the very end. It's going to be a similar situation here with these. So that's the items. That's one of the key things. And that's one of the parts that's going to make it take so long. Not only do you have the load times of the races and constantly racing, but all the thinking you're going to have to do, especially early on when you're not used to it, on what items to buy, when to use them, and all that. And so runs can take up to like an hour plus long because of that. I think that's the big thing that you'll see a lot of negativity around, is how long they're taking. But that's the items there. All right, we can kind of showcase it a little bit here, because that's why I wanted to show. I have these videos up. So right here, this is the end of a debut run. And this is just a random video that was done 3 years ago when it came out by this person, Arslan Sky. Now, I don't think they speak English, because none of the comments are English in it, so I don't have the volume on or anything. But I'm just using this one as an example. This is a Guts deck build, which I think will be very, very strong. So as you can see, they finished the race. They finished that. You can see the new goal up here at those grade points. Then when they get done with all this, the first thing they're going to do after the debut is they're going to want to look at the shot. I mean, and this is where it's just random on what you get in here. Now you can see, like you did that first race. You got the 100 coins. And you have the items in here. You're just going to start buying the stuff that you need immediately. Like if you saw the item for Charming, the little mirror, you just buy that. Well, you won't be able to get it. I think it's 150. So you'll do a race as soon as you can and then buy it. But you have the whistle for reshuffle. That's like a must buy. You have the energy item. You have a +7 Guts training book. Looks like they're going to buy that. And that is as simple as that. And then they're using it immediately. Give them some stats. Well, that's how items work. Now, I did mention the stacking for Guts hits. So I do have another part that I kind of saved on this just to kind of showcase a summer part. So as you can see here, they're in the summer. They're doing a Guts deck. They have 2 rainbows on it. You can already see they have a decent hit. So 13, 33, 5, 13, 5, 14. This is where the items can really start ramping up. So they have the Guts training item. They have a +60 training effectiveness item here. They're going to pop all those. They also gave themselves some energy, it looks like. They just popped her off there. Now they go to that Guts. Now they're getting over 70 Guts. They're getting, what, 27 power and 29 speed. And so they just do that big hit. Now you have that. They finish that. Now they're on their next turn. That one training effectiveness item persists for a couple turns, I think. It's like 2 or 3, I believe. And you can see kind of the bonus. They're already getting decent stats here, but if you've seen, they stockpile some more of these other training ones. And so you're going to see they're using this item. Guarantees they don't fail the training. This item gives them more bonus to guts. And they're going to hit it again here. And as you can see, over 50, 20-something, 20-something. And this is, like, this one doesn't even look like a crazy run. I mean, these cards aren't really high training effectiveness themselves. They have 1 rainbow here. So this isn't even looking all that good. Just wait till you see the stats at the end, though. You can see the deck is pretty free-to-play friendly here. When we go to the end, you can kind of see how taking advantage of that, especially if the Guts deck, can work out. UG3 with big stats on a Grass Wonder. It's going to be really strong on Umas that have speed and power bonuses on a Guts deck. And that's what you can kind of be looking at there. That's how the items work. I don't want to, like I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to go too far into depth. I'm just kind of showcasing it and how you can plan around it. Now, one thing people have questions about is we're so used to getting skills off the bubble bursts in Unity Cup and how you can kind of get those random skills you want without having to use support cards for them. You get the skills here in these, as it's called, versus races or rival races. So sometimes a random race will feature a rival whenever at least one race is available. You'll see this red and blue icon with the verses. And yeah, basically you go in here, you do the race that has the rival. If you win it, you'll get 1 random skill hint related to either the distance of the race or the strategy used. Now, one of the key things here is looking at it, when I think about parent making, is strategy used. A lot of times I'll have a parent that's not good in the strategy that I'm building them a parent for. Well, this, from what I can tell and understand, you're going to want to just still do it anyway. You have the clocks to help yourself win. I mean, that's one of the things with the clocks, and why you want to have a lot of them. And if it's not the right distance, even then, it might be, especially on parent runs, a good idea to do it, just to try and get the skill hint off that. When it comes to your aces, this will be situational, but that is how you're going to get your random skills, just random any type skills, kind of like we've already seen with Unity Cup. Then you have the finale, called the Twinkle Star Climax. This is basically just like your URA finals, but it's kind of more like a tournament. Someone kind of compared it to Mario Kart in that sense. In that you're just going to be doing a bunch of races. You'll get points based on what place you get in the races. And, I mean, we don't have to go too far into depth on how it works, but you don't have to win every race. You just have to have the most points at the end. You get 10 victory points for a first on a race, 8 for a second, 6 for a third. And you just go, as long as you have a strong Uma, you're going to win the thing outright. And you will get a skill hint for the Radiant Star, which is the unique one. We had the Ignited and Burning skills in Unity. We get Radiant Star here. I don't know if I really like the skill, just in general. It's just after this, in the second half of the race, it's a skill that's in the second half of the race, you get increased speed, acceleration, and stamina recovery. And the default is on the gold, it's 0.25 speed, a 0.3 acceleration, and a 0.035 stamina. It seems like it's just the second half of the race. So you really can't count on it too much for trying to hit the acceleration. I could see it being useful potentially because you have speed, which is useful everywhere except in the acceleration zone. But if you're in the acceleration zone, well, you have 0.3 acceleration off of it. The only thing I would never want to count on it for is a stamina recovery, because if that happens late race, well, your Uma's dead if you need that for your recovery. So I don't know if I really like that skill, but it could be something you might end up taking. There is a white version of it that you will get as well. You get the hints for this one through another system that's going to bring up down here, which is how your ultimate levels up since you don't have the normal events. And that is, there is the Uma of the year, or the horse girl of the year, which you will basically get kind of similar to the URA conditions of having certain bond with the director and all that. And not only do you get your ultimate or unique leveled up, but you also will get hints to the white version of that skill I just explained. And that's pretty much the basics of it. I mean, you have your base training values like we have in all the different cups. Yeah, there's some character-specific events that it mentions are not in Make a New Track. Runaway being one of the biggest ones, because you will not be able to build a Runaway in Make a New Track. If you want to build your Rabbit, though, you can still do it in Unity Cup. But if you want to try and build her as an ace, she's not going to be very strong. And then you have this scenario-specific names. I mean, these are just some of those, basically the titles that you can get that are specific to it. And then that is it on that. And the last thing is the factor you get out of it. So you have the URA Finale, you have the Unity Cup one, URA Finale being speed and stamina, Unity Cup being wits and power. The Climax scenario one gives you stamina and guts. So I still think I would prefer Unity Cups over them. I really like having bonuses to power, since power is the one that's like always a little bit more tricky. Make a New Track, it won't be as tricky to get. But in the future, I think this one could be pretty nice. Stamina is always good to help top you off if you have a lot of these in your parents. But that is the one. It's just stamina and guts there. And that's pretty much it. You can, I think, ignore this. This is, I think, a buff or change that they've gotten on the Japanese version that allows them to get higher. There is no stat cap increases for us in Make a New Track. So it'll still be 1200 across the board. And as I've shown, if you get a good run, which, especially with the Guts build, on a free-to-play, you can get some very high stats. So then it's going to come down more to the skills, per se, than the stats. So this has been referred to, I've heard some people call it the Great Equalizer, because this is where you're going to start seeing even free-to-plays have fairly good stats. It's not going to change them from being jobbers and picking garbage skills still. So Champions meetings will still not be as hard in round 1 and round 2, because people are still going to make bad decisions. But it will probably be a lot more competitive, especially in round 2 and even the finals, because less RNG because of the stats, and then just comes down to the skills. So that's pretty much it. I thought I'd just do a quick overview of it for those kind of trying to figure out their decisions on upcoming support cards. I've already mentioned Fuku Kataru is going to save you a lot of clocks. For most people, I would say this will be your mandatory borrow. You borrow her, and then you build your deck around whatever you're doing, whether it's a Guts build or a different build, depending on your setup. You have like the race bonus build, where you go maximum race bonus, do the maximum amount of races you can make work. Guts build, where I think you'll do a little bit more training. You still do a lot of races, but a little bit more training. And then there's other variations depending on the Champions meeting. And she just saves you clocks. Down here, of course, Fine Motion, still one of the top wit cards. You're almost always going to bring wit cards. Wit cards, always strong. You always want to get high wit, as you're already probably seeing with the Arima Keenan in the current Champions meeting. And she has 10 race bonus, as well as really good training effectiveness. One of the negatives about that one that I just showed is it's not as strong in training effectiveness. If they had Fine Motion here and a nice nature, they'd be even strong. They would have even higher stats than you could see there. And when you think about NTR, because that's the other one between Fuku and NTR, I mean, you don't even really have to worry too much about this, but you need her MLB for race bonus 10%, which is what you really want. You don't even get 5% unless you get her to limit break 3. So very, very expensive banner. But she's an okay card because she gives training effectiveness up to 20 once you have 200,000 fans. Although you have to get to that 200,000 fans. So not really the best, but that's where I kind of mentioned the idea, the other big card on this banner, which you would pretty much be pulling for Make a New Track, would be Admire Vega Guts. As you've seen, this deck did not utilize Admire Vega Guts, but you would replace Sirius Simbly here with her, because she has 15% race bonus. She has power bonus and speed bonus. Very, very useful for your Guts build to have that speed and power bonus. I've heard people say this is basically an SSR in disguise as an SR card. Although, this one is not able to be pitied since it's an SR card. So you could have really, really bad luck on this banner. So while it's the main card everybody's going to want on that banner, you got to get lucky and get it. So that's pretty much it. And then, of course, like for most people, what my advice is going to be is Fine Motion. She's always going to be used. You just borrow Fuku, and then you build your deck around them. Fine Motion. You should have Kita-san Black MLB if you really want to still use her. She's okay. She has 5% race bonus. But you can kind of see what works here. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought I'd just make it, well, I want to say make a quick video. It's not exactly one of my quickest, but that's just a quick overview of it and how it works for those planning around it coming up. I would not worry about it too much. I know they're going to be longer races, but we can kind of fully expect there to be some differences for us. We've already got the first anniversary updates early, so we have a high potential to get other things early. The one I'm really hoping we get early that they did not have available for Make a New Track, that'll make our lives a lot easier, will be rerolls. They are giving us the 5 bonus, or the 5 borrow limit increase. If we get reroll, that makes parent making a lot better, because then you can just reroll. Now, you have to spend carrots after, I think, the first one, but you can basically turn those 5 borrows into, I think it's 25. I think you can do 5 rerolls. You can effectively turn it into 10 plus runs. And so even though the run's longer, you will at least get more out of each individual run with rerolls. That's what I'm hoping we're getting. They may push it all the way to evolutions. Who knows? If we get evolutions, that changes things even more. Because certain Umas that you're going to think suck, because like Silent Suzuka won't be able to get access to Runaway there. But if we get evolutions early, something that really wasn't a meta thing, because when she got evolutions, you had a lot of other options for Runaways. But if she got evolutions to like Perfect Concentration, she gets another big acceleration, so she can almost be like a Runaway without being one in Make a New Track if that were to happen. And there's a lot of other changes to Umas, but that's just one notable one. So who knows what's going to happen? I'm really excited for Make a New Track. Hopefully everybody else is. Hopefully I made you excited with kind of talking about it here. But that'll be it for now. And if you like my content, if you can like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching. Alright, recording done. How long was that? I don't even know. Was it like 30 minutes? It didn't seem too long. Did I miss anything? Yeah, it's not no 5 minutes. Just under 30. Okay, that's not too bad. I didn't seem like I did too bad on it, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna listen at it for a second while I edit it real quick, so my background's gonna go away for a second here. Make sure I cut off a chunk of it. There we go. And go all the way to the end. Oh yeah, it's only, yeah, just under 30. Why couldn't you do a presentation like that in school? I mean, that's how I did all my stuff, at least in college. I just do things like, I don't like scripting or any of that. I can't do scripting. I'm just I'm like the one video when it comes to, wait, let me find the meme here. The one news reporter. This is how I make my videos. I can find it. Yeah, this is how I do my videos. He was already live when this happened. Oh, come on. This is how I do.
That is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay.
Sure. There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do. It's a video. Sting.
Oh. I got food here. One second.
Video.
What is...
For credits.
I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. Well, no.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
This is why I'm doing
Fucking
live
thing
now.
Sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
That's why I do my. That's why I'm doing it live now. All right. The hot mic outtakes. Yeah. All right. Let me see. I got food here. Do we have any other videos we can react to? React while I eat real quick, and then we'll switch it over to playing some Umamusume. It's just simple chicken nuggets and some green beans. Nothing crazy. I'll eat it fairly quickly. Well, let's see. Has anyone posted anything? What? Random stuff. Beginning of a new era? Oh, is that the trailer for the one they're gonna do? Is that a new movie? Or I thought it was an old, this one right here, right? Or is it a new movie that's gonna be in theaters? I thought this was an old movie they're just gonna play in theaters. No, I haven't seen it. I mean, I haven't seen it. I've seen a lot of clips from it. I've seen clips from it. Hey, it's recommending me. Let's click it. Let's give it a view. It's recommending my live video after it. Official launch trailer. Where's this game? Oh, it's just a standard RPG. I made it. It's recommending me to myself. Oh, here we go. Hey, Mumu again. We'll react to Mumu again. He just posted.
Hello everyone.
Is it gonna say you need 1200 stamina on her?
This horse is, unfortunately or fortunately, a very, very versatile horse with a
Let's see what he
humongous
says.
amount of strategies. Right, you can do insanely high min max or insanely easy min max. And
You
this
gonna
horse will
rage
still
again?
perform very, very well.
Let's
Right,
see.
it's just a very, very good jobber horse and a very good horse for all of those min
Let's
maxers
see, what do you
who
think?
really want to min max this horse to high heaven. Right, this horse can literally be used in every single strategy as long as you know what you are doing. Right, the key things to understand.
Already one mistake. If you bring Christmas Ogre Cap to sprints, man, you're wasting a lot of skill points.
For Exoguri is activators and
I mean, you can.
regular recoveries.
I guess you
How she
can.
works is that you need 3 recoveries to activate. 3
But
recoveries
that-
to
you
activate,
basically need
and then you
negative
get plus
stamina at that
50%
point.
mark, and then you will get a perfect proc of a speed plus excel plus recovery. Very, very awesome stuff. The fact that you must buy recoveries also is very,
Yeah,
very
I wouldn't even
awesome.
take her on
Right, this
miles.
also 15% stamina, and then she also has this recovery skill on her unique, and she's also buying 3 recovery skills. What does that mean? It means that you're playing her like a team trials horse. Don't need any stamina, you max the wit, boom, the horse is very, very powerful. The big problem is that wit right there. There's no wits bonus on this card. On this horse. So you need to get good ass cards for this horse to be used, right? And then there are some CMs where the activators are
Need
RNG,
good
where the
ass
activators
cards.
are not so good, right? So VF Victoria Frontier has pointed out that this 777 meters is not very ideal for this Nakayama track in particular. In fact, you want to hit this one over here, but can you? There is no hill, there is no uphill, so this is just a straight line. So how do you get a unique like
How do you
this to
proc it?
activate on the straight line? You must use a random straight line recovery. At
Yeah.
lap number 1, you have this straight
You
line
don't
recovery.
have. I mean, you can. I mean, mine doesn't have any of the straights. And I sometimes get the god hit. The only problem mine has is, well, corner recovery is always a corner, but hydrate, pure heart, and what is the other one? Preferred position are any time in the mid race, which makes it a lot harder. Which is why I actually want to try and build another one that has one of the straightaway
Here,
ones.
You have a straight line number 2
But-
here, and then at lap 2 you have a straight line over here.
You
So
can
because
get
of
it
that, you are
without the
gambling
straights.
An activator that can maybe proc here, or can maybe miss here, or it can maybe activate here, and can maybe just straight up not activate at all because of your wits check failure, right? So this is going to be a very, very tough gamble. I'm not saying it's bad, however. I'm saying that if you hit it here, you're going to be very, very awesome. Really, really very awesome. In fact,
If you can
look
get
at
both
Daiwa
straightaways,
Scarlet,
that makes an even higher
if you look
chance,
at
though.
Daiwa Scarlet, for example, this horse has almost the exactly same unique as the Oguri Cap, right? Speed and excel. And Daiwa Scarlet, whenever she hits at that point, she can also do that. Activate here, boom, win the game. Very, very powerful unique also. But the condition is different. This one is first or second, and make sure there's a horse in front or behind you. Right? For Oguri Cap, it is different. It is just based on the activation of the recovery. So they are roughly about the same. Right? Both of them want to hit it here, but will they always get it there? Not always, right? And that's where the skill mastery of Oguri Cap kind of comes into play here. That some people will have it easier than others because the
yeah,
sparks
probably a little
also
low.
matter for this horse. You want power sparks. You are focusing
Power,
on speed
yes.
and wit. The stamina can just use Rico and then survive by default, right? Then all you need is just a bunch of power. So you need some good ass power sparks. That's step 1. Step 2, you need good recoveries in.
Although I've seen some people going a little too low on stamina. You gotta be very careful on that. But she does have, if you're going with pace, at least you do have Gormand built in if you're a little bit low to try and make sure. The only problem is if you're relying on Gormand as one of your stamina skills, then you kind of lose out on the ability to go go with the 4 wit or the 4 skill direction.
Inside the
Because
horses.
now you're counting
Why?
on that
because
one.
You're hunting down for the specific skill for here, or
But I
you
guess
are gambling
Gormand
for a Haru
alongside
to
Pure Heart
explode
can
and
work
give
pretty
you
good.
one of those important skills for over here, right? That is a possibility also. Or you gamble for the card to give you it, like Kita-san Black gives you straight away recovery and corner recovery. Surely she gives it to you, right? Surely. Okay, so there's a million different things that you can do to also make the horse easier or harder for you to go and make, right? So I opted for the easiest option. The horse is completed by default. This is the default position for Oguri Cat first, because she has Hydrate and 777. But there's one more recovery that she can use sometimes, but usually there will be a lot of Oguris in the lobby, so you probably can use it, and that is Pure Heart. So Pure Heart 2 to 4. After that, Hydrate. After that, +1 recovery, 777. If you can hit preferred position from a card, awesome. Can hit corner recovery from a card, awesome. Right? So that's other very, very good skills for you to do, but by default, if you get Hydrate, Pure Heart, and 777, your horse is by default a completed horse already. Then you can buy +1 more recovery to give you more consistency in case one of the other ones miss for some reason. Right? So this is the power.
Hey, he's talking about what I got.
This is the easiest position for you to make because the horse is completed by default. This is a good thing because minus one thing to worry about is very, very important for this horse because we still need to hit long S. We ideally want to get Uma stand. Then if we want to sometimes get groundwork, we want to sometimes get our angling and scheming. There's a bunch of different things that you might want to hunt for with this horse.
It almost sounds like he's saying long B is greater than long S.
So this is a fight between consistency and perfection. And to hit perfection higher, sometimes you are willing to go and take the easiest route so you can try to high roll the horse even more than usual. So this is one of the things that you can do to min-max this horse is just take the easiest route possible, right? Using 777 as your main activator. But that is not the end of it either. That's not the end of it either. There's one more thing you can do, which is buy a second activator. You can buy a second activator. If you are using 777 as the default completion, you can even high roll by adding +1 here. When you hit deep breath, when you hit straight away recovery, just buy. Because what happens is that now you have two activators. One is 777 and one is straight away recovery, or one is deep breaths, right? So if you activate your two skills early, right? If straight away recovery, for example, activates really early, whoops, shit, activated on this first track over here on lap 1. Then GG, that's -1 activator. But you still have your backup. Your backup is still here. So you can just use that to try and activate.
We also have the activator at the halfway point for a mid-race push.
Over here. Or you can use another
He
one.
argues with himself?
Shake it out is also another one that you can use.
Shake it out? No. Oh,
basically randomly activated in the late race. Also can. Literally also can. Either of them could save your run.
Late
in
race.
case your gamble here
Too
fails,
late.
Right? So there's a lot of different things you
There's-
can do.
the late
to
race
your
is
risk
really long.
For this Oguri cap in particular. Right? So basically I'm trying to give you guys the basic method so you can focus on the wit. Because here's my sample deck for you guys. Right? With Kita-san Black here, I hope you have one, and then plus another speed card over here, right? Any speed card, because you'll be clicking a lot of it mostly. You will probably be borrowing the fine motion. If you have it, even better, you can borrow something else, right? The thing about this build over here, the reason why I'm giving you this one and not anything else, is really because of the fact that if we look at this chart over here, which is done by Zeus and Karhumes and
Well, I've seen this chart on his last video. This is where he's saying people put what cards they have. So most people have MLB Kita-san Black now. And yeah, you kind of have Biko Pegasus, a decent amount having that, but not a lot. Super Creek, I mean, a lot of people pulled on that banner. But I like the fine motion, not many having that one. I'm up here. I'm in the purple right now, but I'll be here soon enough. Oh yeah, me stuck here. I'm right here on Rico. And right here on my Rico.
Court, right? Very, very good data over here. This is from the community. So if you were to expand this maybe 100 times, it will skew more towards the average player. The average player would have less fine motions or less Kita-sans, right? This one is the super sweaty people, so they know what to pull for, they know what to do, right? For here, you see fine motion.
Well, I've seen his run. Have you seen? Did you see his Scorpio run? With he had Christmas Ogre and Scorpio.
Not all of them have.
We'll have to
fine
watch
motions.
that
This
real
one's
quick
based on
before I
luck
start my
or pulling
thing.
a crazy amount. Right, so as you can see here, we times this by 100. Most people don't have fine motion, so the most likely borrow that people will do is your fine motion. So you will use Kita-san Black, hopefully, plus fine motion over here, plus random speed card over here. So 2 speed plus 1 wit here, and then the last 2 you can put into wit over here if you want. Right, you basically want to max out that wit as much as possible.
No, I won't be crystalling it. She's right here. I'll be MLBing her right here. Unless I get a copy of her on Nice Nature's banner. Hopefully I get her on Nice Nature.
Possible. But Mumukaos, I cannot get corner recovery by default, so I have to random it.
You got it in
you
one
probably have
pull?
to random
Really?
it. There's nothing much you can do. Like putting a McQueen for deep breaths hint is not good.
I'll have to find
because
that.
the
I want to see
wits
that. I
you
want to see
need
his
is
reaction
really
if he got it
lot.
in a single
You
pull.
want as high wit as possible. Right, so yeah, this is a sample deck here. You basically auto clear stamina with this one. You inherit mostly power because you literally will get enough stamina by default. If you need more stamina, buy a gold recovery instead. What about if I were to play her in another position? Roughly the same line of logic, right? It's just that different positions have different other recoveries that you could use also, right? Even Stamina Eater is usable, by the way. That's a recovery. So you can use After School Stroll, for example. If you're front runner, you can use Moxie, for example. As long as they activate earlier, they could be just a random recovery that you use for a +1, or they could even activate at the optimal timing, although for Nakayama, you can't really do that, right? Maybe on future tracks, you can find optimal stuff like that, but for this track, not really, right? So yeah, this is the power of Utsuguri. Just a very, very versatile horse, can be done super easily, or can be min-maxed to a very, very insane level, right? But we haven't even talked about other things also. Like, you know, you can even min-max her with the team comp. The team comp can also min-max her more. For example, if you were to make her a pace chaser, what's the strongest thing you could do to buff her? You could make a runaway. If you make a runaway, and then you play for Nimble Navigator on this horse, even if this is only 777 proc, you can Nimble Navigator and that will give you more boost. You can even Lucky Pacer and get Angling and Scheming. There's a million other ways to make this horse very, very solid. Right, so this is the power of Utsuguri also. Very, very versatile.
I have found it's not working too well if I try it with my runaway. If any other front runners come, she's dead.
Right?
And now I'm down 2 Umas.
Even play as a gambler, play for only 777, boom, can win the game also. Right? You play for end closer, then you have Spurt and
let
NSM
other people
and,
bring it, and then I'll
like
abuse
anything,
their
Ryan
front runner,
and
not
Dover,
mine.
right? And then you just also activate Festive Miracle. You can play the VF method of the straight line. You can play the 777 method, but you have other ways to win also. Not just 777 proc, not just straight away recovery proc. So even if you miss, just activate Dover, activate Ryan, activate NSM. Whoever hits shall win, right? Even for your Gold Shape, even for your Taishin, that's all the same, right? Whoever hits better shall win the game, right? NSM, perfect proc here with Spurt, boom, you win the game. Right, so that's the Oguri.
I don't like
right?
triple in because
very good. You can team comp her to buff her.
Lucky
You can
Pace
not
is
team comp
so
her
much
to
stronger.
Just ignore her. If you just let the other.
You found it? Alright, let's see. What? Where's... Man, he's quiet when in the beginning. What?
Oh! 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 Hit me! Hit me! Yes! Yes! Fuck all of you! Fuck all of you! My OC came home! In 2 pulls!
Oh, that's a second pull. That's not the first.
In a singular pull!
I have one. I have a well. It was a random single daily I did. It's like one of my few clips. I did 2 back to back. Oh, wrong thing. I need to click channel. Go my shorts. This one right here, my single pull. I'm going to get her 4 stars. I'm going to have her at 4 stars. I just slowly working my way towards it. Slowly. This is the single. This one. 1 pull at a time per day. Bam. Did I just get got Gold City. Oh my god, I got a new one. Look at the CC on. Oh, summer. Yeah, I hope I get lucky on Tamamo Cross. I don't know if I'm going to pull on her or not. I'm still debating it. I can always get her in the future. But, okay. I got my food done here. I may wash enough of it. We don't need to wash the rest of it. Alright, let's get ready to game here. Let me get the volume going back up. I'm going to take my plate upstairs. And then we'll get back to doing we'll have to knock out this event. But I'll be right back in a second. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so I need to set up a new YouTube video and we'll swap it over here real quick like we did yesterday. It was super quick on how I did it. So let me do that. Okay, so create.
そんな輝きを私も残したいな
Schedule new stream, okay.
またカフェ巡りをしたいなふわふわのパンケーキ
We use those settings from yesterday. We'll just call it. New. Completing
タマの家はクリスマスにたこ焼き
trainer
するらしい
aptitude tests.
タマの部屋集合だ
We're gonna try and knock out this event real quick. I don't really want to mess with it this weekend. Okay, that's right. Make sure it doesn't put it... Okay, yeah. Don't put it as unlisted. Okay. Will I be skipping fine motion? No, I will not. I'm pulling. I got her at 3 limit break. I'm gonna MLB her for sure. Unless I get her lucky on pulls up to her, though. I might get her MLB before then. Okay, let me go back here. Okay. I gotta set it to redirect to my new stream. Oh my goodness, these dogs. Gone crazy. Oh, actually I have to do it from this freaking studio thing. Oh, no, I'm not pulling for the Uma, the support card. So I keep forgetting Fine Motion drop. I'm not pulling for the Uma, no. I wouldn't use her, so. I use her card. I like her card. Let's see. Okay, redirect. Okay, oh no, I gotta go to live, customization, redirect to my new video, or my new live. Okay, we're gonna have to see how quickly I can go turn off the stream and go live on the new one. Okay. So, we're going to be having my new live stream for the Umamusume actual gameplay starting here in a second. So on YouTube, on Twitch, my stream is just going to go offline and back online, like, immediately. On YouTube, it's going to redirect you to the new stream as soon as it ends, and I'm going to start it immediately. It might take, like, 5 to 10 seconds, but I'll start immediately. So, and if for some reason you don't get redirected, just go into my channel and go to the live and go to the new one. And we should be good there. Alright. I'm on the video to make sure it's working. Okay. Alright, I will see you on the new